I'm pro-life, right? So premise one would be that social rational beings have rights. Premise two, humans are social rational beings. Conclusion being, human beings are rights-bearing individuals.
Okay.
Which premise do you disagree with?
Can you repeat premise one again?
Premise one, social rational beings have rights.
Wait, is a
Premise
fetus a
two,
social or rational being?
it is of the kind, yes.
No, but not of the
Nah,
kind. Is that there's a difference
right.
from of the kind and is, right? You said
Well,
I'm
they
just
are
you
they are
you asked
human, right? Okay, so let me
correct.
repeat it
No,
again.
but
Let me
not all
repeat,
humans, not all humans. No,
bro,
you asked
bro.
for
So
an
I'll
issue with
repeat. Premise two.
your first
Premise
premises
two
is already
clarifies this,
flawed.
bro.
You can't. It
Premise
doesn't
two.
matter what
No,
your
it's not.
premise is. Your premise one is your
How
premise
is it
one is
flawed?
flawed.
Where's the flaw? Where's the flaw?
Repeat it again, and I'll demonstrate it one more
Okay,
time.
bro. Premise one: social rational beings have rights.
The fetus is social
Premise
or
two.
rational.
Premise two: humans are social rational beings. Conclusion: humans are rights-bearing individuals.
Actually, you know what? I'm fine with those premises. Actually, I just think that those rights include autonomy.
Well, we could get into this. That's the whole point of the debate, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
challenge.
right. Yeah, and I
So,
think yeah, right. So I think yeah, I would agree with those premises, and I would add another premises, and that those rights include autonomy. Would you agree?
well, when we talk about like humans being rights-bearing individuals, that be encompassed under premise one. So then the question is, by being rights-bearing individuals, what rights do you think I mean? Is that your question?
No, 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 no. My question is, I'll ask it one more time. Is
Did he cut out? Was that me or him?
sorry, yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Is he still cutting out? Is he still cutting out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Sorry,
Okay.
I lost. You still there? All right.
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
lost
What's
my
up?
train of thought. Just where
Okay,
were
so
we?
I'll repeat it and I'm sure it'll come back to you. So premise
Yeah,
one,
you're the man.
social rational beings have rights. Premise two, humans are social rational beings. Conclusion, human beings are rights bearing individuals.
Okay, I would just say, yeah. My premise, I would just build a similar syllogism to that to say that, uh, yeah, all human beings have the right to autonomy, or all beings have the right to autonomy. Human beings, the same thing. Just you replace rights with autonomy.
Well, this
Would
is
you
my
agree with that?
argument. Well, so this is my argument. So the question is, do you want me to elaborate on premise one? Because if are you gonna, and I guess I should ask you, are you gonna internal critique or external critique?
Does it? Can you just answer my question instead of like getting
Okay.
into the vocabulary of the?
Okay. Repeat your question. Okay. Repeat your question. What's your question, man?
My question is,
Did he cut out again? Is he cutting out for anybody else, or is it
I
just me?
think
Yeah,
he
he's
wanted to
cutting out.
say that like he just wanted to replace rights with bodily autonomy, but then the preborn baby would have bodily autonomy, right?
Yep. Yes, it would. And this is what I would eventually have to get into
yep.
once he wants me to elaborate on what
Sorry,
rights
I'm back.
humans have. Yeah, sure. Right. Did you hear
Right.
anything
And
that we
are
discussed?
they? Yeah. Sorry, I heard that. Are those rights universal and equal throughout, or do those are those you know or
Well,
do
so
those change with the circumstances? As
well,
far as
my
like
stip.
is the
Mhm.
the right to autonomy uh yeah
Well, so
is that circumstantial or not?
I would stipulate that these rights are consistent with social rational beings. So I would say that if somehow we discovered another social rational being or something like that, then we'd probably observe that they have considerations, meaning they have rights, meaning not only amongst themselves, but probably in consideration of us once they discover we're social rational beings as well.
Sure.
So I would say it's consistent with the ontology and the telos of social rational beings, meaning it's going to be an emergent property out of their ontology and telos.
Sure.
So what are
Sure.
you talking about?
In a comparison of those, you know, in the comparison of yeah, who's which
Their values
position
just come from
supersedes?
God.
Well, like, sorry.
Right.
Well, you should say the values or the rights come from God.
Oh, well, yeah,
Which
and
God?
I agree. I agree with you, P. Mars. I find oftentimes though when I'm debating with somebody who's very likely an infidel or unbeliever, right? I look for an opportunity to assert God, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it could take us on another
That
tangent.
doesn't.
But yes, ultimately,
No,
I'm going to say it's God. I'm
I'm
going to
happy
say
to
it's
go.
God that
I'm
gives
happy
us
to go
that
there.
that made us with our telos and our ontology. So yes, I would credit God ultimately with us having this ontology and telos because God made us this way.
Wait, so the ontology of like life is valuable comes from the Christian, like which God? Because
Yeah, I would say
I wouldn't say that the Christian God values life or like children, like, right? You know,
That's ridiculous, straw man. Because the Bible's very clear that like uh, the Bible associates sin and unalivement together, and
it's
life.
not a, they're directly linked. It's not a straw man. If you,
It is a straw man because the Bible's clear that like life is good and that
right.
unalivement is associated with sin.
So, wait,
What?
God is good. So everything God does is good, including
Oh,
killing babies.
no, that doesn't follow.
How does it not follow?
Because it's
Is
like
God
saying
good?
it's like
Or
saying
is God the same as
it's like
goodness?
saying police officers are good, therefore it's good for me to pull people over in my car. Because police
It's,
officers are good, so their actions are
oh, that's not
good.
an apt
And they're,
comparison. It's
it
ridiculous
is. It
dichotomy.
is
It's just
accurate.
not. It's
You're
just
not
not.
you're
It's
not
just not.
you haven't thought this through very.
It's just not.
So
It's just,
it
yeah,
is. Let me
no.
explain it. So God has authority, right? And authority, like the police officer has authority. So it's good for the police officer to pull people over, but it's bad.
That's
It's against
your
the law.
argument. It's your argument is God can
You are a
kill.
moron.
So another atheist vanquished.